it's time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years.
Okay, Coach, we'll first open way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 10 logo. 44 to Mike.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy?
6-6. Pull it high.
Give me something. Here we go.
Man. Shoot.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
44 to Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Lindsay here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
And the Broncos first down. Set, ready? 18 Gator. 44.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 5. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Williams.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Check, color. Crunch.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Going deep here. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That one complete to Hill. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
2nd and 6. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
Go. Go out.
Now it's Dixon. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check three.
Now Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come.
Attack. 15.
Mike's 50. Lucky Haywood.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to take Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big fella. He's at the 30, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
43, 15.
So they begin the drive with Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
You got nothing. Hey, by 52. Why? Who? Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Good work. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Boy, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hard. Let's see.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
80 weapons. 80 weapons. Hey, 43.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Right back to Dixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 44, Mike, 44.
They'll drop the throw. A little check down to Lindsey. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Just like that. Mike's 50, Mike's go. Know your job.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. So the failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and through. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Ready? And two stop. What? Squeeze.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now McManus for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Next to score, Broncos 41, Chiefs 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Easy. Hey, Sunday.
Delta.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is caught. That's Watkins. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point safely through, and the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 18 Gator. Hey, high 7. Mike, 50. Yep. 53. 80 weapons.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes now to throw. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
And Butker able to put this one through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Not that time for Watkins. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, their strong start to the year continues.